Welcome to today's Explainer. If you've been on the job hunt anytime recently, you know exactly how grueling, frustrating, and honestly repetitive the modern reality of finding work has become. It's a cycle that feels less like a career search and a whole lot more like running on a treadmill that just keeps speeding up. Today, we're unpacking the systemic unmasking of the job market. We're looking at a very harsh, very real truth: the death of the entry-level job.
You already know the daily grind. You wake up at 6 a.m., you hit send on that job application you spent literally all night perfecting, but before your morning coffee is even brewing, a rejection email pings your inbox. It's not a human saying you aren't a fit, it's an algorithm that decided your entire future in mere seconds, probably at 3 in the morning. So what do? Well, you tweak your resume, you rewrite your cover letter for the 100th time, and you repeat the whole grueling process. You can spend 6 solid months sending out thousands of applications only to get hit with cold, automated rejections. Naturally, at first, you blame yourself. You think, maybe I'm just not good enough. But what if the problem isn't you at all? Seriously, what if the system is actually filtering you out before a single human being ever even sees your name? Okay, let's dive into this because we really need to move past this idea of personal blame and unmask the rigged, automated system that is actively working against applicants today.
Section 1. The entry-level illusion. The process of landing a first career role is fundamentally broken right now, and it's largely due to something called the experience paradox. It's a classic catch-22. Companies are actively demanding 3 to 5 years of professional experience for jobs that they explicitly label as entry-level, yet they absolutely refuse to hire candidates to let them gain that necessary experience in the first place. This isn't just a minor applicant frustration either. It represents a fundamental break in economic mobility, and according to the data, it's a divide that is getting worse every single day.
To put that into perspective, in the U.S. alone, roughly 60% of entry-level job offers in major fields, we're talking IT, marketing, finance, now demand years of experience from candidates they aren't even willing to train. Hiring managers simply aren't looking for someone to grow into a role anymore. The expectation has shifted entirely. Today, they want plug-and-play workers who can hit the ground running on day one without any hand-holding whatsoever.
This brilliantly illustrates the ultimate candidate catch-22. If you're too young, you're seen by these algorithms and managers as a high risk, but if you're too old, you're suddenly too expensive. You literally cannot win in a system where the first rung of the employment ladder has been completely ripped away.
Section 2. The ghost job trap.
I really want this number to sink in. 85%. You might have spent the last 6 months applying to 1,000 entry-level roles, hoping for a breakthrough. But the reality? Up to 85% of those applications are completely fake. The job was never real to begin with. You, my friend, have fallen into the trap of ghost jobs.
Just contrast what you, the applicant, think is happening against the dark corporate reality. When you think you're applying for a real role, companies are actually just using your resume data to train their hiring AI on what a perfect candidate looks like. When you think you're trying to fill an active vacancy, the company is merely maintaining a talent pipeline with zero immediate intent to hire. And while you're sitting there hoping for an interview, executives are keeping job postings active simply to appease Wall Street, making the company look like it's in a massive growth phase. Basically, you are feeding a corporate algorithm with no intent to hire a real human.
And when you actually do manage to find a real job posting, you're faced with this number, 273. If you feel like you're just shouting into a void, well, it's because you're competing with an average of 273 applicants for a single tech posting. And here's the absolute kicker. Many of your competitors aren't fresh graduates at all. They're experienced millennials who recently lost their own jobs and are now scrapping for the exact same entry-level spots that you are. So if the entry-level jobs are gone and the ones online are ghosts, where are the real jobs actually disappearing to?
Section 3. The White-Collar Purge.
A huge piece of that puzzle is something called quiet firing. Big tech firms are secretly hoping their existing staff will just leave so they don't have to deal with the messy PR and the sheer hassle of formal layoffs. Once those roles are vacant, they replace them with AI. This strategy really unmasks how firms are using the AI revolution as a highly convenient excuse to hollow out their workforce from the bottom up. I mean, think about it. AI doesn't need a salary, it doesn't take bathroom breaks, and it certainly doesn't require health insurance.
Now, what's genuinely shocking here is the sheer scale of this shift. Over 78% of hiring managers recently admitted that their companies expect to reduce the hiring of new graduates specifically because of AI. This is absolutely crucial to understand. This purge isn't some looming future threat pulled straight out of a sci-fi novel.
It is an active boardroom strategy being executed right now.
And it actually goes farther than full-time roles. 7 out of 10 companies now say AI can do the job of an intern just fine. Internships used to be the ultimate golden ticket into a company, the one place where a total lack of experience was entirely the point. Now, even those entryways are vanishing into this digital guillotine. We are seeing a massive, highly tangible hollowing out of the job market across all major sectors. U.S. entry-level jobs have fallen by a staggering 35% in just the last 18 months. Meanwhile, elite graduate jobs at the Big Four consultancy firms, Deloitte, EY, PwC, and KPMG, dropped 44% in 2025 compared to just 2 years prior. The opportunity isn't just shrinking, it is simply evaporating. This looming corporate timeline completely cements the inevitability of the AI shift. In 2024, PwC axes 5,600 jobs. By 2025, the Big Four post 44% fewer graduate jobs. Fast forward to 2028, and PwC plans to cut its entry-level hiring by a third. And looking ahead to 2033, Amazon plans to automate 75% of its operations, which is going to eliminate or avoid hiring for approximately 600,000 roles. This is happening, and it's happening at a massive scale.
Section 4. Surviving the Digital Guillotine.
Okay, we've covered a lot of heavy material today, but understanding the trap is always the very first step to getting out of it. To summarize the absolute severity of this shift, the first rung of the employment ladder hasn't just been moved, it's been ripped away and tossed onto the bonfire of progress. If you've been feeling frustrated or hopeless, your feelings are entirely validated by the hard data. The game has undeniably changed. So, what exactly is the survival kit here? You need original cognitive skills, and you need serious AI literacy. A simple university degree won't save you anymore. It just isn't enough to stand out against 273 applicants and a brick wall of automated ghost jobs. Surviving this new reality requires outsmarting the algorithms through genuine, deep AI literacy. You have to be the person who directs the AI, not the person's job is easily replaced by it.
Which leaves us with one final massive question to consider. If companies don't actually need people anymore, what happens to the rest of us? Think about that for a moment. I really hope this explainer helped you unmask the reality of today's job market. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to like and share it with someone you know who is navigating the job hunt right now. And definitely stick around, because next time we're going to dive right into this exact cliffhanger to find out why the US might be running out of jobs entirely. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.